In a world that rushes, it's time to pause, to listen, to feel, to find your cause. Welcome to Freeman's Verbal Guidance.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Leanne. I'm here to guide you on your journey of awakening and understanding a different way of thinking, you may say. I am a fully qualified clinical hypnotherapist. You can find me over at leefreemanhypnosis.com, or you can find my other channel, Lee Freeman Hypnotherapy, and you can go and listen to some relaxing meditation, get your peace and calm back. All right, so yesterday we are on the laws of assumption, which are the teachings of Neville Goddard. And yesterday we went through number 4, live in the end. Number 5, imagination is the creative power. And 6, persist in the assumption. And 7, everyone reflects your assumptions. If you haven't seen them, please feel free to go back and watch them. So we're going to we'll go on to number 8 straight away. So revision changes the inner story. The law, revising past experiences changes their emotional influence over you. Revising past experiences changes their emotional influence over you. So in my example, which I'll give you here, is, which I've mentioned before, a bit like Back to the Future. You know, they go back and they change things and they come forward and it's a better situation. All right, so when we metaphorically do it, we'll go back, change it, reframe it, and bring it forward. And it changes your emotional influence over you. Because if you keep going over something that's happened to you in the past, it's going to play on you and play on you and play on you, and you're never going to be able to move forward. All right, so revising past experiences changes their emotional influence over you. Excuse me. Go back and just revise, just reframe it. Just reframe it as if you was playing a movie in your head, and play it so it played out differently. All right, so you're revising it differently. You're looking at it differently. You've got a different perspective of it, and that will start reflecting back. Before sleep, mentally rewrite painful memories the way you wished they had happened. So that's what I'm saying again, is going back and rewriting them, revising them, changing their outcome, changing the words. So mentally rewrite painful memories the way you wish they had happened. I'm also an inner child therapist, and I work with this. I do work with this. This is not my sales pitch, but I do work with this. It's helping you go back into your inner child, the one that was hurt, and I can help you revise and reframe the situation surrounding it, and you move forward in a different way. So practice. Replace regret with empowerment. Turn your trauma into a talent. That's the way I see it. You know, turn your trauma into a talent. something that you know that you've got that you can give out there because of that trauma that you may have suffered. All right? So replace regret with empowerment. Replay conversations differently. This is a good one as well, because I used to have a lot of not nice feelings towards my dad, quite a lot of hatred, you could say. But once I'd gone through some of my training and I'd done my EFT training and my inner child workshop therapy, you replaying the conversations that I had with my dad, making them different, I actually lost the hate that I had for him. It went, because I replayed the conversations we used to have. Yeah, I reimagined things, and things change. They really, really do change. If you look at things in a metaphorical sense and going back and changing things, it literally changes. It literally is like Back to the Future. When you go back, change something, make it better, and you bring it forward and it's better. Imagine healing and resolution. And that is exactly what happens. It is exactly what will happen. You know, the healing and the resolution within, it's amazing. And you start to forgive not just people out there, but you forgive yourself, which is extremely important. All right, because it wasn't your fault. It's just the way you were conditioned. So 9, the subconscious accepts repetition. The law, repeated assumptions become subconscious beliefs. Repeated assumptions become subconscious beliefs. So if you keep assuming something, they will eventually imprint themselves into your subconscious mind, because that is your belief. So if you can imprint in your mind that assume you're great, assume you're clever, assume you're well liked, assume you've got everything you need, and it works. So your subconscious learns through repetition, emotion, and imagery. So again, we can take this as a negative or positive side. If we're looking at something negative all the time, repeatedly, and we're reacting to it with emotion, and we're imagining the outcome, that is exactly how the outcome will eventually play out. So we've got to be aware of where our subconscious is being subjected to repetition, like images, stories, news. I mean, if you're going to look at some negative stuff and the crazy shit out there, please go and look at the good stuff and the positive stuff out there to give yourself a balance. Because if you keep looking at negative stuff, it's going to affect your emotions. You're going to be imagining certain outcomes. And the more people that do that, that outcome will become. So practice. Use affirmations. You can find plenty of these over YouTube, Rumble, loads of places. Affirmations. Telling yourself, I am good enough. I am clever enough. I see myself here. I see, you know, you can find some out there. Visualization. Inner conversations. Talk to yourself. Stand in front of the mirror. Have a word with yourself. It works. Repeated emotional states. Don't react to things so quickly and so in a temporary way. Literally, just stand down for a minute, take a few breaths, and react in a calm, composed way, and it doesn't muck about with your emotional states, and then it's not going to bring more of it in. I keep myself on a 5. Between, the 0 to 10, I'm on a 5. I keep myself on a nice level now. If something bad happens, I have to look at it from this view. If something good happens, I have to look at it from another view. But I keep myself on a level, and I won't let my emotional stuff override that. So consistency matters more than intensity. Keep telling yourself, keep visualizing, keep seeing it. Have them in the conversations with yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and have a word with yourself. And number 10, become the version of you who already has it. The law, transformation begins with identity. Okay? Transformation begins with identity. Shift your identity. Even in the mind. In the mind, shift your identity. Keep repeating it. Keep seeing it. And it will come into play. It will come into play. So you can, an example for that, I suppose, if you want a certain job, make sure when you get up in the morning, you're showered or bathed, you're ready, you're done, you're dressed for that job. All right? It begins with that identity. Because now you're living in that identity, and it will bring it in. It will just bring it in. There's many other people out here. Elmer O'Locker Jr., he's on YouTube and he reads a lot of Neville Goddard stuff. I'd suggest going over to his channel, Elmer O'Locker Jr. Really, really great at explaining stuff. So instead of chasing goals externally, become internally aligned with a person who already lives that reality. So don't go chasing the goals. Become the person inside and align yourself with that person and live in that identity and live in that reality. And it's another way of how we trick the brain to believe. We trick the brain to believe that we are that new identity. And the more we do it, again, the repetition, the more we do it, the more it comes into play. But don't freak yourself out over it if it doesn't happen straight away, because there's sometimes a process to it, and it's mastering it as well. So ask, how would this version of me think? How would this version of me speak? How would this version of me walk? And how would this version of me respond to challenges? Visualize them. And remember to keep it on a nice 5, not to react emotionally, because that will muck up with your energy field. Instead of trying to get success, embody a successful mindset now. All right? And it's that's all you've got to do. It's taken me 3.5 years, even though I come out of the alcohol a long time ago. I had a couple of relapses in between that. But over the 3.5 years, these last 3.5 years, I embodied someone else. I brought someone else. I got rid of that. I've dropped that old identity. Remember I said the masks? There's one on my video about the masks we wear. So it's dropping the mask, visualizing, feeling and living in that new identity, and you will see your life shift. You will see your life shift, and you'll start coming across a lot more information that your brain is willing to accept or ready to accept. So some simple daily practices for this, maybe 10 minutes. Morning, choose one assumption. Write it down if you need to. So morning, choose one assumption. Repeat it calmly for 2 to 3 minutes. Feel it as true now. During the day, catch negative self-talk. Remember what I say about, when you stump your toe on the door frame or a chair, it's trying to tell you, get out of that negative talk. And replace it immediately. So catch negative self-talk and replace it immediately. Because even if you're telling yourself, oh, I'm an arsehole, aren't I? You're basically giving yourself negative self-talk, Yeah, sometimes we can do it jokingly, but again, replace it immediately, with, oh, I'm all right, aren't I? It changed it. Just changing words. So before sleep, visualize one fulfilled scene and feel gratitude and certainty. So you visualize that one fulfilled scene. Maybe it's you shaking hands with people after you've gotten that job and you're feeling gratitude and certainty that that's where you are. So powerful core assumptions. You can build your life around assumptions like, everything is working in my favour. I am worthy of love and success. I am calm, capable and guided. Opportunities flow naturally to me. My past does not define my future. So for any deeper study, there is a lot of people that go and explore the works of not just Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, Florence Scovel Shinn, Wayne Dyer. There's many more out there. There's so many. As I said, there's Master Key Society on YouTube for some audiobooks. And some of the ones you might want to listen to, which is Neville Goddard, Feeling is the Secret, The Power of Awareness, and Awakened Imagination. So I hope you've enjoyed all that. And I look forward to coming back and teaching you more of this stuff and educating you how you can change your life and make it so much better rather than looking at negative crap. All right, we start to change our thoughts, our mindset, and look at the positive stuff, and your whole life will change. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.